Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Today I thought I would take apart my system because I'm getting ready to install my vector scope, which is a signal scope used in video production houses and TV stations, you name it. This is the vector scope I got on eBay, and basically this thing was hardly even used. So today I'm hooking it up in my system. You're probably wondering what a vector scope is used for, so I'm going to walk you through that, a few minutes of that. But as you can see, I'm doing a little bit of work with testing out the vector scope and making sure it works properly. This thing's like brand new, hardly has any use to it. I mean, this is a really cool piece of equipment. Basically, vector scopes are used for setting signals. You don't want to go too high and too low. You want to keep at 100% saturation level, which is the video signal. And I know you can't see this, but on a scope you got to mark from your 0 point to 100%. You need to know how to read signals and keep it up to 100% saturation level. You don't ever want to go beyond that, because then your color and your brightness levels get too high, and it gets what's called hot video. And you want to try to keep your video at the right saturation levels and brightness levels. You don't want to ever get into the hot video level. Then everything starts looking really bad and doesn't look really good, especially when you're trying to do vintage video recovery or copying videos to digital files. Today I'm just overseeing this scope. This is an awesome scope, actually. Perfect signal on this thing. This thing works really well. And then you can make your adjustments through your TBC, which is located on the bottom. That's where you can set your levels in manual and then you would look up at the scope and make sure you fall in the right particular levels, in the 100% levels, and you can check your level playback. And you want to set everything in the 100%. You don't want to go into the high saturation levels. With this scope, you're able to do that, and you could set it through your time-based correction, which is below. And then, as you can see, you get good signal coming out of your scope, and you know when you're monitoring your video, when you're doing your transfers, you're getting good video playback. These vector scopes are really good to have, but when you're doing video production work, it's a must. You gotta have one of these. That way you can always get your levels at 100%, and you're not going to oversaturate your video. Again, this is an analog vector scope, which is what I do with all analog videotapes. They do have digital video ones for digital video, but we're not doing that type of video. Most of the video I do is analog, so this analog vector scope works perfectly fine for what I need it for. So if you guys are ever doing like video production work and you want to use a vector scope and you're doing analog video, get an analog video vector scope such as this and a good TBC, and you could do everything all right here in one place. So hope you guys enjoyed this video.